Hi, my name is Venus O'Hara and welcome to another video from my unmade bed. Today I'm going to tell you a very hot story. This is something that happened to me a few years ago when I lived in Madrid. It was a very hot spring afternoon and I had a boyfriend at the time and we were getting ready to go away to Portugal. I think it was going to be our very first holiday away together, so I was so excited. And also because I was in Madrid, we were looking forward to going to the beach just outside Lisbon. So I wanted to be bikini ready. So that meant I needed to get a bikini wax. And I always got my bikini waxed about once a month anyway at the time. And I was working as an English teacher in business. I was giving business English classes. And I used to go to different beauty spas all over the city. So I didn't have a regular beautician. So as I was at my boyfriend's house, I looked up the local spas and found one that would give me a bikini wax that same afternoon. So I went along to this place, and I have to be, I think like most people, I think bikini waxes were quite uncomfortable situations. And at the time I used to get just the sides done, just to keep a landing strip and just get everything else waxed. And but even so, it was just very, very, very awkward situation. I think I wanted it to be over as fast as possible, and so did the person doing it, until this time. So, anyway, the girl who was going to give me the wax, she was quite quiet. She had black bobbed hair, big thick glasses. She was quite skinny and young. And as soon as I undressed waist down, well, I kept a thong on, I was lying down on this bed and she got, I don't know what it was, maybe a piece of cloth or something, but she kind of put my thong together and tied it. And I was like, ooh. It just felt very sensual, this thing, and I just felt like, just from that, even from that moment, I could tell she was going to be really into it. And knowing she was going to be so meticulous, that immediately put me at ease, because I could see how proud she was going to be of her work. Anyway, so she said, so you just want the sides done? I said, yes, yes. And then she starts waxing. So I was lying there with my legs stick out like this. And then suddenly, sometimes her breasts would like rub against my knees. And I was, I couldn't really move at the time because I had all this wax on my, what do you call it in English? On the bikini area. And it was hot wax as well. So I couldn't move. And then I feel this breast against my leg. So I was like, am I imagining this? Is she aware of what's going on? So, so after the wax got hard, then she ripped it off and then put her hand there on the recently waxed skin straight away to kind of, it was to kind of ease that burning sensation. And then when she was nearly done, she said to me, you know, the less hair you have, the more guys like it. And it's even a good idea to get, around the anus waxed as well. And I was thinking, ooh, doesn't that hurt? And then she shouted out to her colleague, hey, Maria, when I waxed your ass last week, did it hurt you? And someone shouted back, no! So I thought, oh my God. So anyway, she kind of pulled the thong closer together and gave me an even more of a thinner landing strip in the end. And it was getting closer and closer to the labia, so it was more and more painful. But for some reason, I didn't want the experience to end. It was very strange. So it was a mix of sensuality and pain. And then after the pain, her delicate hand on that recently waxed skin. So as we were approaching the end of this wax, I said, and what about my asshole? I said, behind, detrás in Spanish. So anyway, she told me to turn around, so I did. I turned around, so I was face down, and she took my thong off me, and I was like, Oh my god. It was very, very, very hot experience. And then she told me to open my ass cheeks as she put this hot wax around there. So I was like, it's a good job she couldn't see my face because I was cringing big time. But I was also thinking about the results and thinking how horny this was going to be, and how I couldn't wait to see my boyfriend after and to tell him how hot this waxing experience was going to be. And of course I wanted to show off my new smooth areas. So I was lying there just opening my cheeks, and then this hot wax was there and it was getting hard and cooling off. But I got so nervous that my hands were sweaty, so it was quite hard to it was quite hard to keep my arse cheeks open. And she said, "I'll help you." So I was like, oh. So then she puts her hands there and then starts blowing on this hot wax. And I was like, I did not know what to think or what to feel. And it was such a surreal experience. And I thought, if only every waxing session would be like this, you know, such a meticulous piece of work, and it's going to be a great result. I was sure of that. Great attention, great customer service. When she started blowing though, that was just, oh my god. It was incredible. And then when she ripped it off, it was actually strange because it wasn't that painful, not as painful as I expected. And just that extra smooth feeling was like, wow, this is incredible. And when I did get up and get myself dressed again, I could hardly look her in the eye, and she couldn't really look me in the eye either. So I paid my money and left. And then I just went running back to my boyfriend's house, and I was like, you're never gonna guess what's happened to me. This has been the most erotic bikini wax of my whole life. And I wanted to show him the results of the hard work, and he did really appreciate it. And and then about a month later we had a great time in Portugal, which was another erotic story, amazing time. A month later I needed another wax, and I thought, maybe I'll go back to this girl, and I did. And then she gave me a very like conventional wax. It's like, what happened to the girl a month ago? So this time I didn't ask for my ass being waxed this time. No. So I just got the front done, and then went to different places, and I never had anything like that again. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my story, and see you in the next video.